vaping epidemic. Vaping is becoming increasingly popular among university students, but today we'll find out for ourselves just how popular by going straight to the source. So do any of you vape?
No, none of us vape here.
No, I don't.
I have vaped before, yes. It's not a regular occurrence for me.
Very addictive.
Vapes are very accessible.
Yes, I think there could be some problems coming up.
Maybe like a slightly better option than like actual cigarettes.
I know vaping's no way it's good for you in the long run.
In the long term, this is really bad for their health.
So it sounds like some uni students are staying away from vaping because of physical health concerns. But what about mental health concerns? We asked psychologist Georgia Wells to weigh in. In your experience, have you found that nicotine can be used as a coping mechanism for those with anxiety and depression?
Nicotine actually helps to relax the body. If we look at anxiety or depression as a mental health condition, something triggers that and we have those feelings and thoughts come in that make us feel anxious or upset. Also, the bodily sensations as well. So particularly for anxiety, increased heart rate, sweaty palms, shaky legs. What happens is that the next time we're in something that's anxiety provoking and we reach for a vape again, relieving some of those symptoms and taking away, those sensations. But we haven't built, the tools to cope with that. So it's quite a vicious cycle.
What makes young people especially susceptible to these marketing campaigns?
Good question. So I guess, tying into sort of what we said before is that, they've still got that, their brain's still developing and things. So they are quite susceptible to outside influence and definitely the internet and things like that. So that allows for, more widespread information. I think very much it's seen as something that's desirable. I do think that, this would definitely impact them.
Well, Georgia, thank you so much for your time and for sharing this information with us.
No, that's so fine. Thank you for having me.
When did you start vaping?
I started vaping like last year around March.
And why did you start?
I started vaping because all my friends are doing it and I sort of feel pressured into doing it. But it also feels cool and it smells really nice.
Have you noticed any physical changes, with your health?
Well, sometimes I cough and I'm short of breath, but other than that, I don't think it's such a big deal to vape.
We also asked Dr. Ingrid Wheat for her opinion on the issue.
I anticipate some of the big issues might actually be mental health related. I've observed people feeling very agitated, restless, difficult to concentrate, often very vulnerable, perhaps even paranoid. Those things I think are very dangerous actually, so those mental health effects. And it concerns me perhaps that those symptoms aren't being addressed in a way that might benefit the person in the long term. So I would recommend caution. We do know that there are some harms associated with vaping, and nicotine has physiological effects, and there have been instances of nicotine toxicity causing death. We know in the long term is likely to be very harmful.
This information is obviously pretty concerning. So what does the future hold? Doctors are still in the dark about the long-term consequences of this new technology. The only thing they can do is wait to see what it does to people in the future. If they find out the worst in 20 years, will you regret vaping? If any of the topics discussed in this video have distressed you, or if you would like further support, information can be found through the following resources.